The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A South Florida and Bright Star Credit Union.
Monarch High takes on West Broward High tonight on School Duel. And welcome to School Duel, where 24 South Florida high schools battle it out. Now, tonight's game features Monarch High versus West Broward High in what should be quite a showdown. And to provide an environment as safe as possible, as you can see, we are all wearing masks. Okay, before we begin, let me tell you what these students are playing for. First off, both teams will win beautiful trophies courtesy of our sponsor, EDCO Awards and Specialties. Thank you, EDCO. And for the runner-up tonight, each player from that school will receive $50 from our sponsor, Bright Star Credit Union. Thank you, Bright Star. And last but not least, for the winners, well, each of these students will walk away with free chicken sandwiches for an entire year, courtesy of Chick-fil-A South Florida. Thank you, Chick-fil-A South Florida. All right, let's get started. Our opening round is called First Strike. In this round, it's school versus school, and each question is worth 10 points. Any question answered incorrectly gives the other school a chance to steal. All right, schools, prepare for the first strike. Your first question deals with gymnast. She was the most decorated gymnast of all time. Name this athlete who withdrew from several events in the 2020 Tokyo. Yes, Ava?
Simone Biles.
Very good. European countries. This European country has a population of about 340,000 people, and nearly all of its energy comes from renewable sources. Yes, Daniel?
Sweden.
Incorrect. West Broward. Name this Nordic island country whose main airport is Reykjavik International. Zachary.
Iceland?
Yes, very good. Literary adaptations. Its recent film version is set on the planet Arrakis and stars Timothy, yes,
Dune.
Joseph.
Dune.
Dune is correct. Good job. National symbols. What national flower of the United States is the highlight of an annual New Year's parade and football game in Pasadena, California, and is also, yes, Zachary?
The rose.
Very good. Organelles. It stores calcium and aids in the process of cell death. Name this organelle that also produces ATP, earning it the nickname the powerhouse of the, Zachary?
The mitochondria.
Yes, very good. Mammals. Identify this Australian mammal that lays eggs and has a facial feature associated with, Zachary?
The platypus.
Very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the What Am I question? Brought to you by the Museum of Discovery and Science in Fort Lauderdale. Our contestants are here given a clue about someone or something, and they're shown a picture that will slowly reveal itself. So, here goes. Emmett Kelly played a sad version of this type of character. Identify this type of character that includes, yes, Ava?
A clown.
Very good. Excellent. And the two classic types of clowns are the white face or sad clown and the august or happy clown. All right, let's move on to spelling. A football player who grabs an opponent's face mask right in front of the referee has committed an egregious penalty. Spell the word egregious. All right, that would be E-G-R-E-G-I-O-U-S. Egregious. World leaders. In the 1960s, his crackdown on rightists, both in and out of his government, was part of the disastrous Cultural Revolution. Name this communist leader of China from Daniel?
Mao Zedong.
Very good. Singers. She played Nini on High School Musical, the series. Name this young singer whose first #1 hit begins. Yes, Ava?
Olivia Rodrigo.
Very good. Poems. In addition to his plays, Shakespeare wrote more than 150 of this type of poem that contains 14 lines. Ava?
Sonnet.
Characters. Name the British character whose great hiatus from detective work corresponded with a long period in which Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote no stories about him? Yes, Daniel?
Sherlock Holmes.
Very good. Oh, there's our horn, and that means the end to the first strike round. We do have Monarch leading. They have 70 points. West Broward has 40 points, and we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
Junior Achievement provides a curriculum where students can build and prepare how to be accomplished, successful adults.
It's a budgeting, financial literacy, personal finance program that we're doing with the school system.
They're going to play out life scenarios, really learning how to live out a lifestyle within their means and budget.
The kids learn it and they bring it back home, and it really helps the entire family. And it begins to start impacting schools, and it'll impact our nation.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
To School Duel, the first round of action ended with Monarch leading. They have 70 points. West Broward, they have 40 points. Now, before we begin the second round, let's take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school. We're going to start with the Monarch Knights. Welcome. And we're going to start with Joseph, who's a sophomore. Joseph, the question of the day is there a career field you're interested in going into?
I hope in doing something in cybersecurity.
All right, very nice. And Daniel, right next to you is a senior. What do you plan on doing?
Digital media production, stuff like editing.
Oh, I like that. All right, and the captain of Monarch's team is Ava, and you are a junior. What are you thinking of doing?
I would love to go into software engineering.
Okay, very nice. Now let's go ahead and meet your competitors. They're the West Broward Bobcats. Welcome. We have Nathania, who's a senior. What career field are you planning on going into?
I'd like to become an attorney, most likely a prosecuting attorney then.
All right, very nice. And Philip, you're a senior as well. Same question for you.
I would like to be a computer engineer.
Okay, lovely. Last but not least, we have the captain of West Broward's team. His name is Zachary, and he's a senior. What field are you looking to going into?
Well, I like government and politics, and I'd like to study legal philosophy.
Okay, very nice. Big round of applause for both schools. All right, now that we know everyone, let's go ahead and move on to round two, the joust, and it's presented by Public Supermarkets. Now, during this round, each school competes head-to-head with a toss-up question. The winner gets 3 bonus questions for their school, and all questions are worth 10 points. All right, schools, I hope you're ready. It is time to joust. We're going to start with our captains, Ava and Zachary. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Richard Hooker's novel MASH and the TV series based on are set during what war that lasted? Yes, Zachary?
The Korean War.
Very good. All right, West Broward, the following bonus questions all involve identifying the war during which a literary work is set. Bonus question number 1. Stephen Crane's novel, The Red Badge of Courage, takes place during this war that pitted brother against brother. Zachary?
Civil War.
Very good. Bonus question number 2. The novel, All Quiet on the Western Front, takes place during this war, which was called the Great War at the time. West Broward, Zachary?
World War I.
Very good. And the last question, Homer's epic poem, the Iliad, takes place during this ancient war in which Greek soldiers concealed themselves in a large wooden horse? Yes, Zachary?
The Trojan War?
Yes, very good. All right, Philip and Daniel, here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Also known as a ramp, which simple machine makes vertical lifting easier by lengthening the distance along which a weight needs to be moved to reach the needed height? All right, that would be an inclined plane. I have another question for Philip and Daniel. Which simple machine has a threaded shaft, is often used to join pieces of wood together, and can be turned with a tool called a driver? That would be a screw. All right, our last two. Joseph and Nathania, here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. It can mean to understand something or to measure the depth of water. Give this 6-letter word that is also a unit of length equal to 6 feet. That would be fathom. I have another question for you. Here you go. What 3-letter word can mean either a piece of baseball equipment or a flying mammal? Nathania.
A bat.
Yes, very good. Okay, West Broward, the following bonus questions all deal with words that have multiple meanings. Bonus question number 1. What 6-letter adjective describes a person who is not very intelligent or an angle greater than 90 degrees? Zachary.
Obtuse.
Very good. Bonus question number 2. What 6-letter word can mean a flock of crows or the crime of unlawfully... Yes,
Murder.
Zachary?
Oh, murder.
Very good. Bonus question number 3. What 9-letter word can either be a noun meaning a goal or aspiration or an adjective meaning impartial? Yes, Zachary?
Objective.
Excellent. Very good. And that's our buzzer. That means the end to the joust. We do have West Broward leading. They have 120 points, and Monarch has 70 points. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with School Duel after these messages.
It must be fate that his cap and gown are the same color he wore for his kindergarten graduation. It's the same rascally smile, that hasn't changed. But he stands there, so sure, so ready to take on the world. He has arrived. It's hard not to resist and push against the door that's closing, but you give in a little, because the future is wide open. From each little moment to every major milestone, Publix, proud supporter of education.
There are these kids and they're doing this weird thing with their hands and...
Well, it's not up to you. I already made my decision.
But don't just go through the motions. Embrace them. Take it all in. Breathe, focus, then go.
You know, we've been raised to be leaders and be responsible and don't be a follower. And that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Coming up on Broward Teen News.
We're at West Broward High School.
We're here at Cooper City High School.
We're at Stoneman Douglas High School.
Cypress Bay edition of Broward Teen News.
Broward Teen News starts now.
BTN is South Florida's only teen-produced news program, produced by a different Broward High School every month. Broward Teen News, South Florida's student-produced news show by teens for teens.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
welcome back to School Duel, where local high schools match wits. Today's game has Monarch High competing against West Broward High School. Our current score, West Broward 120 points and Monarch has 70 points. It is time for the rapid action round, and during this round, each school receives an identical category of questions to answer quickly by themselves. Now, since Monarch is trailing, they get to go first, while West Broward waits outside the studio for their turn with the same questions. Now, today's category starts with S as in school. In this category, Monarch, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter S as in school. Each question is worth 10 points, and remember, you must answer them quickly or the judge will move you on. So here comes rapid action. And cue music, let's begin. The sixth planet from the sun? Ava?
Saturn.
Clark Kent's alter ego?
Superman.
It accompanies the crossbones on a Jolly Roger. Yes, Daniel?
Skull.
A Q-tip or to clean the deck of a ship? Daniel?
Swab.
Collective name for baby, scary, sporty, ginger, and posh? Daniel?
Smurfs.
The destroyer god in Hinduism? How to say goodbye in Japanese? Rhyming two-word synonym for a taser? Daniel?
Stun gun.
Upstate New York University, whose athletic teams are called the Orange? Ava?
Stanford.
British dynasty that included James I and Charles II? All right, good job, Monarch. We got through all of the questions. Great job. Let's hear it for Monarch High. All right, now with a little TV magic, let's bring in West Broward High. And welcome back, West Broward. Now it's your turn with the same questions. Today's category starts with S as in school. And in this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter S as in school. Now each question is worth 10 points. And remember, you must answer these quickly or the judge will move you on. So let's cue music and let's begin, West Broward. The sixth planet from the sun? Nathania?
Saturn.
Clark Kent's alter ego who can leap tall buildings? Yes, Nathania?
Spider-Man.
It accompanies the crossbones on a Jolly Roger flag? Nathania?
Skull.
A Q-tip or to clean the deck of a ship? Zachary?
Scrub.
Collective name for baby, scary, sporty, ginger, and posh? The destroyer god in Hinduism? How to say goodbye in Japanese? Philip?
Sayonara.
Rhyming two-word synonym for a taser? Yes, Zachary? Upstate New York University, whose athletic teams are called the Orange? Nathania?
Stanford.
British dynasty that included James I and Charles II? All right, good job, West Broward. We got through all of your questions. Now I'm going to go through the questions that both teams missed, starting with the collective name for baby, scary, sporty, ginger, and posh. That'd be the Spice Girls. Also, the destroyer god in Hinduism, that's Shiva. We also have Upstate New York University, whose athletic teams are called the Orange, Syracuse University. Last one, British dynasty that included James I and Charles II is Stuart. All right, that sounds means the end of the rapid action round. We have West Broward with 150 points. Monarch has 120 points. Let's give them a short break, and then we'll be back for the final showdown to see which school wins this School Duel game.
Junior Achievement provides a curriculum where students can build and prepare how to be accomplished, successful adults.
It's a budgeting, financial literacy, personal finance program that we're doing with the school system.
They're going to play out life scenarios, really learning how to live out a lifestyle within their means and budget.
The kids learn it and they bring it back home, and it really helps the entire family. And it begins to start impacting schools, and it'll impact our nation.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
School Duel, we've got a good game going as West Broward is holding on to their lead over Monarch. The current score, 150 to 120. It is now time for the final showdown, and this is our last round. The schools will go against each other again with toss-up questions, but this time, these questions are worth 20 points each. So just remember, if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school can steal. And this is for the win. It's time for the final showdown. All right, the Constitution. The preamble to the U.S. Constitution states that the Constitution exists in order to form a more perfect what? Daniel.
Union.
Physics. What quantity in physics is defined as the measure of an object's opposition to the flow of electric current and is measured in ohms? Zachary.
Resistance.
Food. Popular in Lombardy, the dish called risotto is made from what grain? Yes, Daniel.
Rice.
Sequences. What number comes next in this sequence? 5, 10, 20, 40, 80. Daniel.
160.
Women in government. What Indiana woman, a longtime law professor at the University of Notre Dame, joined the U.S. Supreme Court in October 2020? Yes, Ava.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Incorrect. West Broward. Yes, Zachary.
Amy Coney Barrett.
Very good. Mountains. What mountain range contains 9 of the 10 highest mountains on Earth? Ava.
The Himalayas.
Entertainment. What NBC streaming service shares its name with NBC's avian logo? Zachary.
Peacock.
Former names. Persia is the former name of what present-day Middle Eastern nation? Zachary.
Afghanistan.
Incorrect. Monarch. Daniel.
Iran.
Universities. What Ivy League university is located in Ithaca, New York? Ava.
NYU.
Incorrect. West Broward. Yes, Zachary.
Columbia.
Incorrect. It's Cornell University. Monarchs. Her name became an adjective for the last half of the 19th century in England. Name this British queen. Yes, Daniel?
Victoria.
Statues. The ancient statue called Venus de Milo is missing both of what body part? Zachary.
Arms.
Mythology. What ancient civilization's pantheon of gods included Set, Horus, Anubis? Yes, Ava?
Egyptian mythology.
The 1920s. In the 1920s, what word described a young woman who wore short skirts, bobbed her hair? Daniel?
Flapper.
Fast math. What is 1 cubed plus 2 squared? Daniel.
5.
Africa. Identify the North African country that is the setting of the classic film Casablanca and is located across the Strait of Gibraltar from Europe. Ava.
Egypt.
Incorrect. West Broward. Zachary.
Algeria.
Incorrect. It's Morocco. Golf. Which of the 4 major golf tournaments is held every April in Augusta, Georgia? Joseph.
PGA.
Incorrect. West Broward. The Masters Tournament. Space. What U.S. program sent 9 missions to the moon in the 1960s? Daniel.
Apollo.
Music terms. Give the music term for the set of 5 lines and 4 spaces. Ava?
A staff.
The Old Testament. In the book of Exodus, what brother of Moses repented after creating a golden calf to worship? Yes, Joseph.
Aaron.
Punctuation. What punctuation mark separates coordinate adjectives, separates a city from its state, and separates Daniel?
Comma.
Chemicals. What chemical gives your skin its color? Zachary?
Pigment.
Incorrect. Monarch. Daniel?
Melanin.
Notable numbers used to calculate interest that is compounded continually. What irrational number roughly equal to 2.718 is the base of a natural logarithm? Ava?
E.
Landmarks. Popular with rock climbers, it can be found in Yosemite National Park, Name this granite monolith whose name is Spanish for the captain. Ava.
El Captain.
Sorry, that's incorrect. West Broward. Nathania.
El Capitan.
Correct. Oh, that sound brings an end to the School Duel game. As Monarch pulls away, they are ending with 420 points. West Broward is ending with 250 points. So congratulations to Monarch High. Each of you have won Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year, courtesy of Chick-fil-A South Florida. Congratulations, Monarch. And of course, great job to everyone. So let's hear it for both schools. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors for making School Duel possible and all of you at home for watching. Don't forget to check out our website at schoolduel.tv, where you can find out more about the schools involved and you can watch past shows. Now, remember to use hashtag #SchoolDuel to contact us through social media. And most importantly, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel Thursday at 8 p.m. as Boyd Anderson High takes on Hollywood Hills High in what should be another exciting game. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A South Florida and Bright Star Credit Union.